All right. Well, welcome everyone to our last HHP 90-day wrap-up call. I can't believe it's 90 days, but then again, Thanksgiving's this week, so why not be 90 days? When we first started this, that's what we said. This will end right around Thanksgiving, and we're like, oh, that's so far away. So we obviously have Lisa and we have Jillian on the line, and just wanted to kind of recap the last 90 days, maybe give our top tips, maybe talk about something we've changed or how our business has changed or something we've learned that we're going to change going forward. I listened to the wrap-up call that HQ did, and they had some great ideas there too. One thing that they were emphasizing, which is so very true, is that yes, this 90-day game plan is wrapping up, but it is just rolling us right into the welcome home incentive that's going on, the ISA Derby. I know Lisa's still on track for Billion and Beyond, so there's so many great...
Well,
the company's not on track, though.
It's not happening. They already... Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So that's a story. That's a tear for another day.
But I think we take the everything reach for the stars, reach for the moon, fall amongst the stars. I think you guys should take yourself on a kick butt trip.
Yep.
I don't know if I'd be going anywhere these days. Anyway, but stay within the United States. Everything.
Right.
Here to go to France anyway, I guess. Things happen for a reason, right?
Exactly right. That's probably what they're thinking. So I know for myself, the Healthy Mind and Body has been a huge help for me. I'm on like day 32. So I didn't start at the beginning of our 90 day. I started it midway through. But I love that. And I love knowing that we have that available to people that struggle with that piece of the whole healthy lifestyle, which is awesome. Consistency is not my number one strength. I get things done, but I get them done in my own sporadic way. So, getting that reminder every day that you need to sit down and you need to think about these things and be intentional, that's been a huge, huge help for me. And I know that will help me help others too, which is awesome. And getting focused and staying focused with the Welcome Home incentive, definitely a goal of mine to get those 70 points to get myself on that trip. We have till the end of December. And I see, business not letting up, which is awesome. That's one thing I love about this business is people think about healthy lifestyle all the time. They don't just throw it on the back burner. So those are some of my big kind of ahas. So still going through the Healthy Mind and Body. I know there'll be more ahas as that happens. So. Yep.
Yeah. And I, like Gina, it's funny. I was like, is she saying my words? The whole consistency thing. I do a great job, when like goals are put out there and initiatives are rolled out and incentives. And then all of a sudden I get caught up in being a little overwhelmed and I stop getting consistent. And I truly know that just like with my past business, that when we're not consistent, things don't, flow the way we want it to. So being more intentional is something that I always try to make sure I do. So, and I know with this 90-day game plan ending, I know just from past experience with this company that, we have the holidays and I know we can't sort of take the holidays off, but it is nice that being, a business builder, you can choose your hours and when you want to work, which is nice. But I always want to suggest, we do have the, Thanksgiving, Christmas and all that. Then the nice thing is New Year kickoff is right around the corner and another 90-day game plan most likely will be starting because that's usually the routine we do. So I know that will kind of keep us focused after the holidays because sometimes we need that. But I believe, and Jillian, you're going to New Year kickoff for the first time too.
I am.
Yay!
Yeah. Awesome.
So exciting because it comes at a perfect time in our business that we're like, okay, the holidays are over. It's January. Most likely there'll be snow on the ground here anyway. And we get in that kind of funk with our business. So I think that they just roll it out in a smart way that next 90-day game plan is going to take us into the spring and all that. But So just, enjoy the holiday. My tip is sort of enjoy the holidays, but don't take it off from your business. Still try to work in the pockets of the time that you have, but you can be more flexible with, with your hours, obviously. Just, we usually say they're flexible, not optional.
Yes. That's so important.
Right. Yeah, so excited about also Welcome Home Challenge as well, and that this is finishing, and we had kind of that 1 month overlap with it, double dipping with, Ice Derby, which is still going on. But my goal, because it is 70 points, is to make sure I have more than half of the points by the end of November, because I know December might be a little different with the holidays and whatnot. So that's what I'm trying to focus, really focus on in getting those individual points that I actually, I was just counting up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I was able to help enroll 10 people in IsaBody Challenge, past,
Wow.
team members and whatnot, because those are easy points that we can try to get,
Right. Yep.
number of them entering it. So, because I don't want to be the one that, because this usually happens to me, falls short by like 1 or 2 points, and you don't want to have any regret saying, oh, if I only reached out and made that call,
Right.
take advantage of those easy points where you can try to, get them. So
Lisa, are you looking at that on a report, or where are you looking at? What's the easiest way?
Actually, I should share this with you, because I never got my act together because there was so many things going on. And first I started tracking them like this. I know Jillian can't see it, but honestly, I just numbered a notebook page from 1 to 70.
Okay.
I highlight, I know Gina.
Oh, I like it.
So each time I do a point, I highlight.
Okay.
And so then I write the person's name. Like my first, the first line was a consultant promotion, and that was 5 points. So I drew a little arrow down her name and
Okay.
5 points for her. And then anytime it was an IsaBody Challenge, I would write, Lori Olson, 1 IBC for IsaBody Challenge. So I highlight each number. But I don't know if you guys saw this, and I can share it on, I don't know if it was shared on the ISA for Wealth. Tanya?
I saw that, Tanya, yeah.
Sheet, and it reminds us of our old trips we used to track for, and they have boxes on it. And I know I'm talking to you, Jillian, because you can't see it,
but you can see the recording after.
There's boxes on it that have every box for 5 points, and it's a nice little tracking thing because it's a visual tool, and I love visual things. And so each time you get 5 points, you check off a box, basically. So,
but there's really no easy way to track your points, though, right? I mean, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like with IsaBody Challenge,
you can go in and track it on that. It updates a couple days a week, but what is going to be challenging is that they said, because I have 3 people due to finish IsaBody in between November that I know of right now, and when you finish it, it's 5 points, but they say it's IsaBody points aren't calculated till the very end.
Yeah,
that's a deal.
I'm not sure what that.
Yeah. So
and you don't know what you're gonna get. I mean,
when you enter it, those show up because my points are on track with what they have.
Really? Okay.
So the 1 point entering is up to date. It's just, I think the 5 point ones, which of course is important. For some reason, I think I don't have that in front of me, but that isn't updated until the end.
Oh, okay. But there is an IsaBody personally enrolled report.
It is. It's kind of confusing. There is, and so I actually went on that to look at some dates initially, and that's how I contacted some people too. Because I have one girl actually.
The worst thing is to contact someone on your team, encourage them to enroll in IsaBody, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm on month 2." You're like, "Okay, great."
Yeah.
So it's good to have your, there is the downline IsaBody report, so that's pretty updated.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yep. So yeah, that is key, and just being on top of those people, because I've run into, even some of the people that were, I can even say some leaders on my team that were in the middle of a challenge and then never submitted their end pictures. So it's like, for them not to miss out on the 200. Oh, was that you? Oh,
yeah, I do it all the time.
$200 sitting on the table, and I know it's hard because I try to write down the dates and track them and all that, but it can be easy to miss it too. So.
Yeah. Yep. It's the consistency thing, my dear. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of times I just
need a virtual ass kicking, right?
Yes, I put it in my calendar and as a reminder, and then I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow, because they give you a window, and I'll do it tomorrow, and then you're like, crap, it's the last day. So.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, Jillian, how about you? Do you have anything from these 90 days you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, so I think that I'll probably fall short of my goal, but I have to say that I feel much more comfortable about just moving forward with this. So I may have missed it for this 90 days, but I'm not letting up.
Remind us, what was your goal, or did you have? I had several. So what was your?
I wanted I wanted to reach, so my big goal is to reach manager by the end of the 90 days. But I also like had sub goals of just being more comfortable prospecting and talking to people. And I feel like I've met those. I actually, I had somebody text me this morning, oh, I left my shakes at home. I can't deal with my nutrition. And I'm texting back and forth. And I'm like, so did you join IsaBody? Like, I just feel more comfortable, talking about this and, seeing people at boot camp and saying, oh, you're looking to lose weight. Oh, I have something, like I wouldn't have done that before. So I feel like it's a step in the right direction. I feel like I get closer every day. I didn't hit it, but I also, again, hearing you both talk about consistency, I kick myself looking back at some of the simple things I could have done on a daily basis. I see them now. I see it. And, this is, I'm looking forward to the next 9-day game plan. Like, I'm not going to let up between now and then. I'm going to keep going on a day. I'm just going to keep going because I see,
keep your momentum
planting,
going. Yep.
Yeah, planting those seeds, keeping it going. This is who I am. And so I'm really looking forward to the next 90-day game plan, though, to when I was consistent during this, at the big, like closer to the beginning, I was really consistent. I was finishing up the Healthy Mind and Body, and it was something to do every day, and that's when I saw the most movement.
It's true.
So I know if I get back to that again, and stick with it, that I'll continue to see movement. So I may have fallen short, but I see it coming.
When you say you fell short, I mean, literally, barely. It's not like you're way off too, because you're only.
No.
She has a consultant and then a parent. So she's like one person away. Exactly. So
it could technically happen. Like it could technically happen this week. It could happen any day.
And it will. But
yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's funny you say that because I feel the same way when I'm consistent, especially in my posts on Facebook. And I use Hootsuite for that. It makes me feel better. It gives you the confidence to speak about it daily. So it is huge. And I agree with you. This 90 days is just our training for our next 90 days. So that's big. I'm completely with you. So, and I think, no matter what phase of your business is, it's a great thing to do to check in and focus.
And if attending, your first huge, I know you've come to like the Norwood events, in some Super Saturdays and whatnot, but this being like the first real big event, you're going to be blown away.
Yeah.
This totally
feel
your business so much further.
I feel like I'm in a good spot having gone through this 90-day and then attending the event. I feel like I'm grasping it, I'm feeling it, and now I'm ready to move it entirely forward. So
you put the work in, which is great.
Yeah, and I know what it's going to take, so I can look forward to taking everything I can from New Year's kickoff and then going forward.
I know the first event we went to I was totally unprepared for it. The ICU, we were so new. I didn't know enough to know anything.
Okay, it's in Boston. I'll go. Oh, there's a blizzard coming. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we're stuck here overnight. Great. But I couldn't even absorb what was going on. So I think you're probably in a perfect place for it.
Yeah. I feel like
that event again. It's like college. I'd like to do college again. I didn't absorb a lot either. 4 years of,
I'm good with that.
It was fun. All right. I have a quick question before we go. So when I look at IsaBody Challenge contest for downline, it's my whole downline. There's no way to sort.
I'm wondering if I switch. Let me go over. Hold on.
I'm sorry, Jillian. Technical question, but I wanted to.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah, sorry. I'm going to log in right now and look because I know there was one.
Because the 949 people I have enrolled in IsaBody, I'm not getting points.
Not one. I'm going to get to it right in a second. But for some reason, I want to say there wasn't a personally enrolled one.
The title of this is IsaBody Challenge Contests for Downline. So yeah, it's not personally enrolled, it's just downline.
Okay, hold on, because I know I saw a
personally enrolled one.
I believe I did.
On the app, maybe. All right. I'll figure
personally enrolled IsaBody. Okay, no. So you go in through contests and promotions, right?
Okay. Yep.
On the right hand side, so you scroll down to see IsaBody. It says View Contest, Downline IsaBody. Right underneath it, it says personally enrolled.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I clicked too soon.
That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that other one's just fun to look at, I guess.
Right. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I have 1, 2, yeah. And so some people are enrolled twice, but you're saying it will show you kind of when their end date is?
Well,
it says celebration. So do we know when that? Did they all end the same?
No, they're all kind of right. I see the celebration thing too. And
it shows you when the entry date is. So then I guess you just got to be 16 weeks out.
Okay. Exactly.
Gotcha.
So it's not going to tell us the exact end date, but right.
Because some people, all right. Well, that's good. But they needed to have started in November, the entry date.
Right.
Because it was November 1st.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So anyone that entered counts for Isoderby and Welcome Home. Right.
Right.
Yeah. And then, following people that, hey, if they're in a challenge, when does it currently end? And I'm putting reminders on my calendar for those ones, because that's 5 points.
Yeah, that's huge.
So I know one of them ends today, and I messaged her earlier, hey, you all set with your essay? And, because some people, they're like, oh, essay, and they freak out. And
yeah.
It's really only a paragraph.
Send them a template.
Exactly. So if you just kind of walk them through that process and just letting them know, it's just sharing your story in a paragraph. So, yeah.
So, well, I don't have as many people enrolled as I thought. So there we go. That's my to-do today.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
All right, guys. Well, awesome job. I look forward to, the holiday bonus pool is coming up soon too. Jillian, great reason for you to get to manager to start earning some shares. I had heard a statistic once. I thought it was when you're a manager, just your holiday bonus pool would pay for your products for the year. Is that correct?
Oh, that would be so awesome.
Like that
would be about right. Yeah.
That would be so awesome.
It's a great way to look at it because you don't think of it that way, but people work to get their products paid for, and just getting to manager, those shares you earn,
exactly,
staying there, those shares you earn can give you that money back. So that's definitely and then everything else is income.
Right.
So
fabulous.
Definitely a huge perk. So managers get their products paid for. Let's just call it that.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely get there and stay there. Well, and the best part, and I'm not a huge person that achieves to get to a title. Getting the opportunity to work with two people that get the business, that's what you want.
Right.
I mean, and that's what a manager is. But that's when it's fun.
And everything will happen after that. You'll meet your goals.
Yes.
Exactly. So
that's when it becomes fun, when you have people that you've brought in that get it. That's
I can't wait for that.
Happens.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
And it sometimes can take, you're not going to maybe find it that
takes
first
a while.
person. It can take some time. And you find a business builder. Sometimes for every 10 people, there could be that one business builder. You never know. You could find a dynamo right out of the gate. So just sharing. Exactly.
Right. But fishing, recruiting for that, or looking for those people is when you find them, it's a lot of fun. So, all right. Well, that is excellent, guys. And
congratulations, Jillian, for perfect attendance. So.
Thank you.
That was awesome. That's huge.
These are great. I'm gonna miss these. I like a little check-in, little motivation. So thank you for hosting these.
I already made a note to check in with. I'll be sure even if you want to do a quick little 15-minute check-in. Do that. So
absolutely
it's helpful. Makes me pull up my notebook and go, what did I do this week?
Right.
Oh, crap, I have a call. I need to.
Right.
Me too. I need to say something. So, awesome, guys. Well, I've enjoyed it, too. I can't wait for the next one. And
your kickoff. Exactly.
Yes.
And,
hey, on a local note, Susan Miller, where are you, Jillian, located?
She's
Framingham.
Framingham. But Susan Miller is, I don't know if you've seen this on the Isogenics events page, she's offering twice a month meetings in Mansfield.
Oh.
Is that close to you, Gina?
It's 20 minutes from me.
Yeah.
It's by Foxborough. It's right next to Foxborough. But if you know anyone in this area, and they do, you've seen them before. They did the last one in Norwood. They do a good job. And is Susan and her husband Murray and their daughter Chelsea. So it's kind of good because if you have a guy, if you have a young kid, if you have a woman, you hit all.
Her daughter's story is great, being in college and getting out of college and not pursuing that field. Well, she did.
Remember we saw her at the airport, Lisa, when we were getting on the plane, and she was sitting there. And I didn't realize who she was.
Right.
Her and I talked quite a bit, and then we've become friends on Facebook or whatever. So we've stayed connected. But it's a great. I think it's different because we have so much Kathy Savage in this area, which is great for fitness people. But their story really speaks to the business people that want to come, that want to look at this. So I think it's a great opportunity if you know someone, kind of business-minded person that you think would be great at this, to get them to one of those meetings. I know I'm going to start going to the meetings. I
Good.
think they charge $10 a consultant and guests are free. But I
Okay.
want to start going just to hear the story and build that relationship, and then I'm comfortable bringing other people. I'd bring other people if they wanted to come day one, but I'm just saying I think the more consistent I am going, other people will come too. So I'm going to try to put that on Icicle Wealth because I only briefly saw it, I think because Chelsea had it on her timeline or something.
Yeah, I just messaged Susan about a question I had actually, and she got back to me and then mentioned, because I told her I'd been to several of her events, and she mentioned that same thing that she's starting to do there. So
So I thought that was great for our area, something a little different than what we've been exposed to. So
good.
All right.
Excellent. All right.
All right, guys, go Patriots. Win up the Cheaters, they are.
And I'm assuming Gina will keep, I know, we can all say that's we're all local here. Yeah, it wasn't pretty, but it was a win. So
if Bill Belichick ever got in the way of an official who then blew an inadvertent whistle, we would have Whistlegate.
I was upset that he didn't flip out. Like, why didn't Bill flip out when that happened? But crazy.
Yeah, I think he was trying to take the high road because he's like, at this point, what the heck are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And in an uproar. I mean, it wasn't an uproar, and they were like, calm down. But that was just. Anyway.
And just back to the 90-day thing too, although I can talk Patriots all the time. But we're going to keep that page going because, I'm assuming we could start something back up maybe in the new year, but great page to keep up if you need to bounce ideas or have questions. We'll obviously not going to close that page down. So
good. Perfect.
Great.
Okay.
Awesome, guys. Thanks so much.
Have a great
Thanksgiving,
everyone. And see my
you
show.
too.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. Is it backwards? Backwards, probably, right?
No, it's right.
Oh, it is? It's backwards for me. Yeah.
That
was from a road race in Somerville. But
shocking.
So, yes, I know. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And
you too.
Yeah.
Gobble, gobble.
Yes. All right.
Bye,
We'll chat
guys.
soon.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks.